Right, Morgan. I'm looking at your screen and it's just a load of lines and zones.
Hmm.
It looks dead boring, mate. Where's the chaos? Where's the 100x degen play that's gonna either buy me a Lambo or have me eating pot noodle for a month?
That's because I'm trying to run a business here, Chris, not a bloody casino.
Okay.
My charts are boring because they're part of a system. You know, that thing that stops you from getting absolutely wrecked when your favorite meme coin decides to return to its intrinsic value of zero.
A system? Sounds a bit robotic, a bit sterile.
Yeah?
I thought trading was an art. You feel the market's soul, you read the tea leaves, you ape in.
Mate, that's what people who lose money for a living say.
Ouch.
That's pure gambling. A real system, a proper rules-based system like they drill into you for the CMT, is about surgically removing your vibes and feelings from the equation.
Right.
It's the only way to not end up crying into your cornflakes.
All right, Professor Morgan, school me then. Break it down.
Okay.
What is this rules-based system? Is it like having a little bot in your brain that stops you from doing something stupid?
That's a perfect way of putting it. Look, think of it like this. You make all your big decisions when you're stone cold sober and rational, not when the market's flying and you're high on adrenaline.
Hmm.
You make exactly what gets you into a trade, what gets you out, and how much you're willing to risk. Then, when the market's going nuts, you don't have to think.
Right.
You just execute. You follow the plan.
So you're telling me all those hours I spent staring at charts, trying to channel the spirit of Satoshi was a complete waste of time?
Well,
You just write it down? Like, if the price of this thing does X, I do Y. No ifs, no buts.
no ifs, no buts. That's the entire point. It's non-discretionary.
Okay.
Look, a proper system has 4 pillars. First up, the concept. Are you a trend follower or a mean reversion trader?
English, Morgan. We're on YouTube, not in a lecture hall.
Fair. Trend following is jumping on a moving train.
Okay.
You buy something that's already going up, betting it'll keep going up. That's the logic behind most crypto bull run trades. Mean reversion is the opposite.
Right.
It's betting that a rubber band stretched too far will snap back. A stock that shoots up, say, 30% in a week is probably due a pullback to its average price.
Got it. So ride the wave or bet on the tide turning. I pick my poison. What's pillar number 2?
Pillar 2, define your entry and exit rules, and they have to be crystal clear.
Right.
No, it looks like it's finding support. It has to be binary. For example, a classic from the stock market world is the golden cross.
Yeah.
You buy when the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average. It's a simple, objective yes or no signal.
A bit boomerish, that TA, but I get the logic. It's not an opinion. It's an event. Is the blue line above the red line?
Exactly.
Is the blue line above the red line?
Yes, buy. No, go outside and touch some grass. Precisely.
And your exit rules are even more crucial. You need a stop loss, a price where you admit you are wrong and get out, no arguments.
Mm.
You need a take profit target. You decide where you're getting off the train before it even leaves the station.
Ah, that's the part that gets everyone. They watch a bit of green and get greedy, praying for one more pump.
Yeah. Or they see a flicker of red and panic sell, locking in a loss just before it turns around.
And that's why the system is your boss.
Right.
It sacks you from the job of making emotional decisions, which leads to the third and, honestly, the most important pillar of all, position sizing.
You mean how much cash to chuck at an idea?
Exactly, but you don't chuck it. You calculate it. This is what separates the professionals from the punters.
Okay.
Your system must have a risk rule. A common one is, I will never risk more than 1% of my trading account on this idea. So if you've got a $10,000 account, You are not allowed to lose more than $100 on that trade. Period.
Wow.
You place your stop loss accordingly.
Right, so even if you get slapped with 10 bad trades in a row, which happens, you've only lost 10% of your capital.
Exactly.
You're still in the game. I've seen guys in my crypto groups get liquidated, wiped out completely from one over-leveraged trade.
That's the difference between a trader and a ticking time bomb. I'm telling you, with solid position sizing, your entry signal could literally be a coin flip, and you'd probably still survive long term.
Really?
Without it, you're doomed.
Okay, so I've got my concept, my entry and exit, and my risk rule. I'm ready to become a millionaire, right?
Not so fast, hotshot. You'd be an absolute muppet to go live now.
Oh,
You have to backtest it. You take your shiny new rules and you unleash them on historical data.
right.
You find out how your genius system would have actually performed over the last 5-10 years.
So you're basically a financial time traveler, checking if your strategy is a diamond or just a polished turd.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And this is where you find the uncomfortable truths.
Yeah?
You might find your stops are too tight. Maybe your signals are too late. You test and you tweak. But you have to be dead careful of a massive trap here, something the CMT calls curve fitting or data mining bias.
Sounds dodgy. Like you're torturing the data until it confesses?
That's exactly it. It's like designing a perfect system that would have made you a billionaire on Shiba Inu in 2021.
Okay.
You've just found a coincidence, not an edge.
So how do you avoid faking your own success?
Keep it simple, stupid. The most robust systems are often the most simple. You test it on different assets and different time periods. I mean, if your system only works on Tesla stock during a full moon between 2019 and 2020, it's not a system.
Right.
It's a fluke.
Right, that makes sense. So after you've backtested and you're confident it's not a complete dog's dinner, then can I start printing money?
Almost. Then you paper trade it. Forward test it in the live market with zero real money on the line.
Oh, okay.
See if you, the flawed human, can actually follow your own perfect rules when the pressure is on.
This, my friend, is the final boss.
What?
Discipline.
Ah, the human element. The annoying blob of flesh and emotion that builds a brilliant machine and then decides to throw a spanner in the works on the very first trade because of a gut feeling.
You've hit the nail on the head. This system is designed to protect you from the single most dangerous person in the room, yourself.
Yeah?
I've done it. I've had my system screaming at me, sell. And I've sat there thinking, nah, just a little bit more, only to watch 50% of my profit vanish in minutes. You feel properly gutted.
I've been there. Saw a mate do it last week. His rules said take profit on his ETH position at 3,500 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
He got greedy, held on for 4,000. It dumped to 3,000 the next day. The rage in his texts, incredible.
It's the oldest story in trading. Having a good system is maybe 20% of the battle.
Right. Having the ironclad discipline to execute it flawlessly, especially after a few losses, is the other 80%. It's boring, it's mechanical, but it's what separates the pros from the people who eventually blow up their accounts.
So the big lesson here is stop thinking you're a market wizard. Build a dead simple set of rules for entry, exit, and risk. Test the hell out of it to prove it's not garbage. And then most importantly, actually find the courage to follow your own damn rules.
That's the whole CMT course in a nutshell. Stop trying to be a hero, be the casino.
All right, I can get with that. Less stress, more consistency. Still sounds a tad boring, though.
Winning is never boring, mate.
Touché. All right, enough of us slating each other's trading styles. If you lot want to come have a proper laugh with us, talk about building these systems, or just show us your most painful trades for our amusement, our chat group is buzzing. The link's right down below. Hop in and have a laugh with us.
Do it. And on your way out, here's a question for you to chew on. If you had to create just one unbreakable rule for your trading that you had to follow starting tomorrow, what would it be? Let us know.